from the 3rd District. We got some great things to celebrate. Senator Grassley has already mentioned several of them. Senator Grassley is pretty humble. You need to understand what tonight is. Exactly 25 years, July 20th, 2018. This is the silver anniversary of Senator Chuck Grassley that has not missed one single roll call vote in the United States Senate. That is a national record. Also, Judiciary Chair, as the Judiciary Chair, you remember that farmer from New Hartford? Absolutely record-breaking in terms of the judges getting through. 1 Supreme Court justice, soon to be 2, 23 circuit court judges, and 20 district court judges under the leadership of the farmer from New Hartford. So congratulations. You'll hear from Senator Ernst later. I have plenty to say about her, but I'll hold off on that. Also, it was kind of a weak response. I think you guys were looking at the meal. But let me restate what Senator Grassley said, the end of his phrase, as Kim Reynolds, Governor Kim Reynolds walked in the door, and our terrific governor, Kim Reynolds, that's out there pounding the pavement today. Stand up, Governor. Now that is a governor, folks. That's a governor. That's a governor that hasn't forgotten where she came from. That's a governor that knows rural Iowa. That's a governor that has walked through the walk with all walks of life. That's a small town girl from southern Iowa. And by the way, the Democratic chair couldn't say any of that for their nominee. Other than that, I don't have any strong opinions about Kim Reynolds. And then finally, I know the press is always saying, I haven't heard the chairman say anything about President Trump. Is there a division? Let me get this out of the way. To me, it's stating the obvious. The Republican Party of Iowa stands with President Donald Trump 100%. We're proud of you, Mr. President. There, we've got that out of the way. Do we agree 100% of the time? No, no one does. Are we proud of him? Absolutely. Is he better than the left-wing nuts that they'd like to replace him with? Always. There, press, I think you can say that the party's behind Donald Trump. And I better not even get started with Fred Hubbell. I'm not going to get started about Fred Hubbell cutting wages at a time when he increased his own by 61%. I'm not going to talk about Fred Hubbell closing down Yonkers stores in rural Iowa. I'm not going to talk about Fred Hubbell actually taking one company his dad had, and he was CEO that his dad gave him, and then bought another company that his dad purchased and put him in with no prior experience, and then turning around and shoveling money from one to the other, and then saying, well, it was the bad times, that's the reason we had to close the store. Bottom line on this, Fred Hubbell can't be trusted to tell the truth. He says to look back at his record. We'll look back at his record, and what we find is a lot of smoke and mirrors. I don't know about you folks, but I'm going to put my money with proven leadership with Kim Reynolds, not some Polk County windbag that doesn't have a clue. Now, how do I transition to David Young? This is going to take all the skill. Here's the bottom line with David Young, and I can tell you exactly how I'm going to transition. He works like Chuck Grassley. He works like Joni Ernst. He works like Kim Reynolds. Every single month, David Young visits the counties in his district. That is absolutely phenomenal. You can talk constituent work all you want. You can talk about caring what people think all you want, but if you want to put your ear to the ground, you got to be near the ground to hear it. And I can tell you right now that David Young is the real thing. He is the strength the absolute strength of southern Iowa, of Polk County, of Council Bluffs, and all of our wonderful communities. David Young, we stand behind you and we are proud of you. And come on up here and address this group because I know they love you too.